Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't get started these days. Oh, dear. Comedy. All right, here we go. Here we go.
From the wall, in 2 years we had to realize skeptics won't keep us from the bigger plan. As we're clinging to things with pride. And you feel scared to won't stop the water flowing. And you it's all over. It's parts and that'd be great.
I'll have to, yeah, I'll have to manually mute it out because it's in the other one.
I think it'd be cleaner. It just makes it more like another definite section.
You mean in the dum? You mean literally the ending dum? Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum?
Yeah.
Oh, I can think of play that to you.
The other thing was, when I started off, there was lots of effects in my voice. And then in the chorus, it was completely dry. Whoa! So there was none of that. There was none of that when I was doing it. At the end, there was just no. I'm hearing that loud and clear.
Let me just trust this ending to you.
Yeah. Okay, let's do What Is Love then.
tune in. You don't have to stay on me, obviously, the whole time. You can,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Whenever you two are ready, we're all set.
Okay. It's warm in here.
It is warm, isn't it? Yeah.
All right. They'll be selling drinks for the crowd. I'm sure they'll keep you.
I'm sure they will. Yeah.
They'll keep you libated.
Ice creams and lollies.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, you sounded amazing.
Thank you very much.
As you always do.
Thanks very much.
What's it like? You've done so many of these shows for so many years. This pre-concert feeling, is this an exciting time for you always before a show, a couple hours before a show starts?
Yeah, it is. There's always like this sort of feeling of anxiety. Is everything going to work? Because we are dependent on a lot of things working. You know, like the gear. You know, a lot of electronics. It's not like doing an acoustic show where you can kind of get around most things. We have to make sure that all the gear's working.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's something not quite there, there's always a bit of apprehension. But you know, that's why we do it, isn't it? You know, because you sort of like when you go on stage, you kind of walk off the cliff, don't you?
Right.
You don't know what's going to happen, and that's why you get kind of addicted to that sort of fear and the buzz of that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Now you say you have fear, but the fans that come to your shows love you and they love your music. It's kind of already a built-in lack of pressure in some ways, right?
Well, you're right in one way, but at the same time, they're expecting you to be great, you know. And if it all sort of goes horribly wrong, you know, you feel you've let them down. So there's always some reason to be fearful.
But these songs you're playing on this tour, these are songs people know and love.
Yeah.
Talk about revisiting this and revisiting these albums, and what was the kind of the impetus behind that?
Well, you know, we're doing the whole of the Humans Live album. We're doing the whole of the Dream Into Action album. Literally, you know, every single track, including the instrumental on the Humans Live. And it was as a result of the fans saying that's what they really wanted. And it coincided with me getting the multi-tracks back from Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. So we were able to go back and actually find out what exactly I played and what exactly the sequences were, and to sample the sounds into the modern keyboards and to really reproduce it in a way that I could never have done back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, although I'm sort of going back to do some old songs, we've had to invent all these new ways of doing it, and that's been a very, very exciting project for us, and it's demanding. You know, 24 songs.
Wow,
it's good value.
Sure. How close have these songs been to your heart over the years?
Well, very strong. You know, very much so, because you know it was those two albums that established me as an artist, and the songs that gave me a sort of worldwide sort of platform to build on. And so they're the most important albums. They've got all the early hits on them. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, and they were a kind of diary of the way I thought as a young man, you know, 28 years old. Mm-hmm. So it really reflects that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, right out of the gate, these songs touched a lot of people. These songs were huge. How did that affect you as a young man, just that instant success early on?
Well, you know, it's yeah. I mean, I started playing in bands when I was 14. It was like 14 years of slogging to kind of get there.
So it wasn't overnight.
But it wasn't really overnight, but it always seems like it's overnight to everyone. Mm-hmm. But I don't think anybody can be prepared for what happens. You know, that sort of everywhere you go, people know you. Mm-hmm. You visit a foreign country. I remember coming to America the first time. There was people on the street stopping me, and they knew who I was. I'd never been here before, and so it was very. But it was the most exciting thing as well. You know, to happen.
Which is mostly because of the music, but you say stop being on the street, also because of the look. You always look great in the videos, and the videos look great, and the stage show now I know has a great visual element.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, you know, I think to me, you know, the way you present yourself, and it's all part of the art, isn't it? You know, I mean, I think that there's a certain, if you know, to walk into a bar with your hair coloured 3 or 4 different, you know, colours and sticking up, and like with bright coloured clothing in, you have to have quite a bit of confidence to do that, and I think that's all part of growing up. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's good to be able to do that. It's good to be able to go into a room and like people look and go, you know, challenge you because of the way you look, and you challenge them. And I always thought it was great. I mean, people say, oh, you know, do you regret all this stuff from the past? I say, no, absolutely not. I'm totally proud of it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, that was me, and that's the way I was then, and I wouldn't necessarily do it now.
Mm-hmm. And to celebrate this music now with the fans that love it, what's that like? It's kind of a celebration of these albums and what you did.
Yes, that's right. It is, and I get to sort of explain a few things about what the songs are about, you know. But it's been a lot of fun, and we, you know, really getting it. The shows are really going well now. You know, we've done several of them, so It's all becoming a bit smooth. I'll have to think of something to make it more difficult now.
What's that reaction like though when the fans and things are going well and you're looking
Yeah.
out at the crowd? What's the reaction? Must be great to feeling to look out and see the fans singing.
It is
along.
absolutely brilliant, and I think to myself, no, this really is what I should be doing. There's quite all the effort behind the scenes and the travelling and all that stuff. It all makes it worthwhile because you think, oh, this is lighting up this space tonight, and people are really enjoying themselves, and that's my job, is to really be a cheerleader for people. To be able to forget their worries and problems for 2 or 3 hours, and just get taken on a journey with the music. Art is great for that.
Well, that's a testament to how great these songs are, that people are still loving this, and this far on you're doing great and selling out arenas all over the world and selling out theaters.
I mean, I've been doing some really all sorts of festivals and big gigs all over. I've had a very exciting few years, I think that I really want to keep moving forward though as an artist. Keep pushing myself, so you keep the edge. So you should be a little bit scared when you go out. So is the gig going to work? Is it, because you're on the edge.
At the heart of everything though has always been kind of the keyboard for
Yeah.
you and the keys, right? Like
Yes.
this right here. This is what it's all about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, keyboards. I played piano since I was 7. So anything with keys on it, I really, it's my passion. So, and synthesizers were like, I couldn't believe it when they came. These keyboards that made these amazing sounds, and that you could create sounds. So, I've pretty much been in love with keyboards my whole life, really.
How conscious are you of how ahead of the times you were in terms of the technology and what you were doing musically?
Well, in those early days, people were a bit freaked out by what I was doing because they thought I was putting musicians out of work, and they wanted to throw me out of the musicians' union back in the UK. I mean, they had meetings about me and stuff. Of course, I've gone on to employ so many people in the course of my career. It was crazy.
Right.
Rolling Stone said that Howard Jones doesn't need to turn up to his shows, you can just send the gear. And it was because people didn't understand that stuff then, but of course everyone does now, and everyone kind of tinkers with it a bit on their home computer. But in those days we were pioneering, and there was quite a lot of resistance. Of course, resistance is what makes you strong, builds your character, and you just go out and say, right, I'm absolutely even more determined to make this work. So it was a good thing.
Plus also, it's such strong songwriting and such, just melodic songs at the heart of all this are great big pop songs that people really dug. So it was more than the technology, obviously.
I think, I think especially with America, America really got me as a songwriter, and they loved the new exciting sounds, but they did understand that at the heart of it was songwriting, and I'm really grateful that they did, and more so in America than in other places.
Talk about moving forward. What's next for you after you celebrate these albums? There must be new stuff on the horizon.
Well, I'm at the moment we're remastering all my catalogue so I'd like to. The next stage is to add songs from the third, fourth, and fifth albums to the set in this way, and do more films and videos, and just keep going out there.
Who of your ilk that started back there and gained success in the early mid-'80s do you still spend time with? Anyone you share a stage with, or?
Yeah, I mean, we get to, the 80s crew get together, to do some festivals now and again. So there's people like Nick Kershaw and Midgier, I see quite regularly, and Martin Fry from ABC. Tom Dolby, I bump into now and again, and we actually probably see more of each other now than we did then. Everyone was so busy then, and now we kind of get together at these festivals, so it's good.
Very good. All right, Howard.
Okay, is that right?
Real pleasure.
Right, very pleasure.
Let's do a little stand-up with you. Let me just wipe off my face real quick.
Sure.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, whenever you're ready, we're all set.
Okay. Probably just do it twice. It's a little read. You don't have to do anything other than
Just
say,
be here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say, hey Mario, Howard Jones is selling out shows all over the world and still playing all the songs the fans love, something like that.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Adam.
All right. Yeah, hey Mario, here with Howard Jones, who's selling out shows all over the world and still playing all the songs the fans love. That one more time.
Sure thing.
Yeah, hey Mario, here with Howard Jones himself, selling out shows all over the country and all over the world, playing all the songs the fans love.
Awesome.
Okay?
Cool.
All right.